Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. The Vancouver Motorcycle Show is happening over the weekend at TradeX in Abbotsford, and there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that you can see.
Yeah, of course, you can see some great live demonstrations of motorcycle stunt work, and two of the best are joining us now, Holly Suggett and Uki Sertic joining us.
Hello.
Both motorcycle stunt people. Hi, you guys. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You're both insane, but that's cool, you know. Holly, we met you before, but tell us a little bit about sort of, you know, like what you actually do. What does this encompass, being a stunt person on a motorcycle?
Well, I think you just sort of get into it, and then once you build a foundation of skills so that you can be very diverse on a bike, and basically when they need you to do something, you have a foundation to come from to, you know,
to be able to do it.
So
you started riding in 2001. How long after that did you start doing stunts?
2004 was when I started stunt riding.
This is
what made you do that?
Well, it probably took a couple years to get the whole riding thing like really nailed down, and then once you do that, you it's basically who you start riding with.
Right.
So peer pressure
Right. Yeah.
You know, and you start,
I dare you, I double dog dare you.
That was the problem. I started hanging out in parking lots and seeing people like doing these things with their bikes and thinking, I gotta try this. Like, can I do this or not? It's a challenge.
Crazy. So, Uki, when you're on set, I mean, is it always like, you know, jumping off things and big blowing, or is it sometimes just, you know, like riding in a scene?
Yes, sometimes it's very easy and it's just riding. Sometimes it requires explosions and cars flipping around you.
Because I don't think people realize, you know, the variety of work that you guys sort of end up doing. You know, like between just, you know, riding through a set at a fairly rapid pace and stuff like that, and the big stunts as well.
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
I started doing extra work on set, and then I just started doing motorcycle stunt shows off set. So I incorporated the two and just...
We're looking at some footage of you right now. Is this you, Uki?
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us what this stunt is.
It's a circle wheelie. It's probably one of the hardest tricks to learn. It takes such a long time.
And how do you learn how to do that? I mean, I'm assuming that there's trial
How are your
and
elbows
error.
looking, man?
Well, first you learn how to go super slow on one wheel.
Yeah.
And then you start dipping it. And then you start, one circle is made out of quarter circles. So to get that first circle, it takes so much time.
Hours and hours.
How good did it feel the first time you did it?
Oh, really good, yeah. But then I was stuck on doing one or two for like a few months.
Right, and you got to figure it out.
So now I can do like 10, 20, but yeah, it's one of the hardest tricks to learn, to master.
Yeah. Holly, you actually, when you first started riding in 2001, you went into racing first, right, in motocross?
Well, I started on the street, basically, and then I got into dirt biking, and then I started racing supermoto, which is a hybrid dirt, like motocross street racing. That's a supermoto bike there in the picture. So it's a dirt bike with slick wheels on it, and there's a motocross section with jumps and bermed corners and dirt, and then there's a street section with pavement.
What was it about riding motorcycles that you loved so much? Because obviously you loved it immediately.
I did. I didn't know that I would. And once I started riding, I realized it was something that I could love, that was mine to love, and I didn't, you know, it wasn't shopping, and it wasn't, you know, coffee shops, or
a little bit of a challenge
just
involved.
For me, yeah, like, you know, you could go out there and challenge yourself. It was an individual thing, so that's why I liked it.
How many bikes do you usually sort of have on the go in the repertoire? I mean, especially with the diverse things that you've done in your career.
I think I've got 4, at least in my garage right now, and then there's a mini for my son. So 5.
You got to get him started young this time.
Yeah.
And Uki, what about you? How many bikes do you normally have?
Usually 2 or 3, a dirt bike, a stunt bike, and a street bike.
And is that for the business side of it as well? I mean, you sort of have to have 3 different bikes.
Yeah, the stunt bike has a big sprocket. You can't really go fast, and it's not really good for long distances. Yeah. And you want to keep your stunt bike in the lots. And
how fast do you go through them? Like, how often do you have to change out bikes, either through just attrition or actual destruction?
Probably 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
And
it's a hard life for
my
bikes.
style is really, like, I'm harsh on the bike, so 2 years probably.
Yeah, well, and you're a big guy, too. I mean, I would think that would factor into things.
A little bit. Just I'm hard on the throttle. Yeah.
Do you end up doing really different work because of gender stuff? And Holly, do you end up getting different stunt work? I mean, obviously because you're female, but different style of work?
I don't know about that. Like it varies each time, and that's why you do need a big, strong foundation before you can do stunt work, because you never know what they're going to ask you to do. You don't know what kind of bike they're going to want to put you on.
And you want to be able to step up to the plate.
That's right, and that's why you have to have a lot of different bikes in your garage, because if it's a cruiser style, dirt bike, sport bike, scooter, whatever it is, you have to have.
Well, I know if I needed a stunt double on a set for anything, I don't think I would get Uki. I think you would probably be my stunt double for any work I did. What do you guys do in the live show? You're going to be doing this this weekend. What kind of stuff can people see you guys sort of playing around with? Is it
wheelies, endos, circle wheelies, lots of variations of burnouts. Smoke everywhere, loud, rev limiters.
So come on out for the smoke show, is that what you're saying?
Come on out, yeah.
And when people see the circle, what's it called again?
Circle wheelie.
Go crazy, because that's one of the hardest ones.
It's really hard, yeah, but people don't know. It's really technical.
Well,
it's not really a show
easy,
trick.
that's why.
Actually, that must
Fall
be
a couple times and then nail it.
If you want to check it out, the Vancouver Motorcycle Show is happening January 20th to the 23rd at TradeX in Abbotsford. You can go to the website to find out all the information about the stuff that's going to be going on.
You guys, thank you so much. Always
Thank you.
a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having me.